And yes, it's your favorite person, the guy with all the answers. No, I'm just joking. The only reason I have a lot of answers, and people ask me, Rod, how do you have all these answers? How do you know all these things? It's because I've experienced them. I've gone through the pain and it's not like, hey, I'm always like, I'm learning. No, I just went through the pain and I didn't avoid it. And that's why you are here today, to learn how to not avoid pain. And in this topic, under sales, how to be successful in sales in 2018, this is one topic called objections. What? What are objections? What are those?
Rod, every time I go and ask a girl on a date, she says yes. Every time I ask the client for something, they say yes. Every time I get down on one knee and I say, will you marry me? They say yes. And I'm batting 3 for 3 right now.
Congrats on that, by the way. That's very impressive. But in this world, objections are gonna be there. Now, why do you think people don't like sales as much as I feel like everyone should? I'll wait. It's because we deal with objections. Someone told me this. There's 3 ways that someone can be successful in life. One way is doing something no one can do. LeBron James, Tiger Woods, and other people like athletes or comedians. Kevin Hart. The second way is being born into money. Trust fund babies, all of that. There's nothing wrong with them. They have opportunity. They were born rich. Use your rich powers. Get your Bruce Wayne on and build a life for yourself. But that's not everybody. The third thing is doing something nobody wants to do. And a lot of people don't want to do sales and marketing. A lot of people don't want to run a water treatment facility, a sewage treatment facility. You know what? Because they don't want to deal with. So in sales, I think the bar that really cuts people down, that really gets people to not want to hang in there and fight it out, is this one word, and that's objections. I'm not here to give you amazing tips on every single objection you're going to get in life and in sales or anything like that. No, we'll have another video for that, okay? I'm here to give you the reason why objections happen and what you need to do in general to be able to surf that objection wave, all right? And get back to the beach and get your tan on. I got my tan on, man. I don't know about you, but I got my tan on. I'm gonna give you a couple tips on how to handle it in general, and I'm also gonna talk about why it happens in the first place. So the first question is,
why? Why am I getting these objections? Why is this happening to me? Why, God? Why? You've blessed me. Why do I still get no's?
I like to take it back to our favorite place. Yes, the club, the bars. Oh, and now, the gym. Nowhere is safe from objections. Nowhere is safe. I wish it was. So why do we get these objections? The first part is, it just might not be the right time for the individual to conform with what you're thinking about and what you want to happen. Perfect. All right, maybe I want to sell you a product. Maybe I want to sell you this cell phone, but right now you don't have enough money. You just spent all your money to be able to fix your car so that you can drive to Verizon to be able to fix your cell phone. You're not in the market for a new phone. You can't afford a new phone. So when I say no, we take it personally. We're like, why did you say no? What's going on? Put them up, right? We got to understand that everyone has their reason. And if we can't understand their reason, then we don't deserve to get the yes from them in the first place. Another tip for that is they might just say no because they want to get away from you. They don't like you. And I told you guys this story, like we get so prideful. We feel like everyone should like us. There's no way. So once you're able to internalize that and be like, okay, why don't they like me? What do I need to say to make them like me? What do I need to do better to make them like me? Then things get a lot easier. For instance, a customer might not like me if I'm doing sales in a state like I go down south, right? If I'm from New York, I go down south and I'm trying to make a sale. Guess what? They might not like me, not because of the way I look, not because of the way I smell, it's because they can't understand me. Maybe I'm speaking too fast. You know, they said Bill Clinton, and for all you guys, Democrats and Republicans, all that stuff, put it aside. But Bill Clinton was one of the most winning presidents ever because he was able to slow down the way he talked so that the majority of Americans could understand him. And when you understand someone, sometimes you have a better chance of being liked, or they have a better chance of liking you. Perfect. So I come down from New York. I go down to a place where, you know, everyone knows everybody else. They're waving.
Oh, hello, Martha. It's good to see you. How are the kids?
And then I come up there with my sales pitch and I'm going crazy. And they're like, I just don't understand you. I don't know where you're from, son. You and your crazy New York fast talk. And then I take it personal and I put them up. Let's go. Let's fight. Why don't you like me? Right? I feel like there's a lot of people out there that might not like me. There's a lot of things I can do to help them like me so that we can transition through the sales process. And whatever sales process it is, whether it's you asking someone on a date, asking someone for a ride, asking someone to buy something, whatever you call your sales process, people need to like you.
Perfect.
Another reason why we get objections is because we're just not confident. Like, how can we sell something if we're not even confident in what we're selling, right? If we're in the game of telecommunications, cell phones, and you're like, yeah, I want to sell you this iPhone. 1 second, let me check it out. Yeah, I don't really know how it's spelled. iPhone. Oh, it's not EYE phone. No, it's iPhone. And everybody knows it's spelled iPhone, but now I'm not confident in your product knowledge. So that means I'm not confident in your ability to really deem what's necessary for me to buy. So you gotta come off confident. In order to come off confident, you gotta know what you're talking about. You gotta know your product.
Perfect.
You gotta be a nerd. My coach Jamie always says this, Rod, you gotta be a nerd. You gotta get nerdy with it. You gotta get nerdy with the client. You gotta get nerdy with the customers. You gotta know the stats. You gotta know the numbers. Because when you get nerdy and everything is coming in, all the numbers are flying around and everything like that, you're able to stand up tall and have more confidence, puff the chest out and say, listen, I got something for you. And it's this iPhone. Actually, you know what? iPhones are dead. Nobody wants that blue screen text. I got something even better for you. It's this new Samsung. And don't worry, it's not an advertisement for Samsung, not at all. I just like Samsung. And another thing is, people say, don't confuse my confidence for cockiness, right? And I love that line. I love the line so much. Some people are just cocky, and sometimes I come across cocky, but really, I'm just very confident in my ability. I'm so confident sometimes that when my friends hang around me,
they're like, Rod, how do you know that's gonna happen?
they're asking all these questions. I'm like, yo, just chill, dude. Just relax. It's just gonna happen. You know how I know it's gonna happen? Because I failed so many times doing it every other way that it does happen, right? I know this is not about dating, but whatever, we'll talk about this. So here's a scenario, right? There's a girl at the bar. As soon as I see that I want to go and talk to that individual, I have to make up my mind in 3 seconds to act. If I wait more than 3 or 5 seconds, I'm gonna fill my brain with things like, oh, what if she doesn't like me? What if she doesn't want to talk to me? What if? And that's gonna bring down my confidence. I don't need that. I don't have time for that. Sometimes I don't even know what I need to say, but I just need to get over there. I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna say to them? I have no idea. Oh shoot, I'm here now. Hi, how's it going? Sometimes that's all that comes out of my mouth, but I have the confidence, right? So you just gotta make a decision and walk up there, because most people don't make the decision and they don't act on the decision. So just by you doing that, you already set yourself aside from most people. With customers, you gotta just walk up to them, approach them. Hey, how's it going? How's your day? Really? Tell me more about that. You know what? In my head, I'm like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just gotta make them like me. Right? Like, wow, you give them a handshake, give them a firm handshake. You don't give them one of the little dead fish handshakes. There's a lot of little things you could do to look confident. Eye contact, right? Smiling, enthusiasm, right? Timing, right? We talked about the beast factors on the other videos. That's something that's gonna give you confidence.
Perfect.
There's another term called fake it till you make it.
Right, well, Rod, we don't like to fake anything.
Listen, sometimes when you fake a smile like this, you get another smile from someone else, and then your smile isn't fake anymore. It's real. Confidence, that's where it comes from. It's making a decision to look great in front of the other person, to give that person your best impression. That's where confidence really comes from. And if you can exude that confidence to the customer, to the individual, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, your parents, even when you go and meet someone's parent, that's gonna help them trust you more. It's gonna help them like you more, and it's gonna help avoid a lot of unnecessary objections.
Perfect.
The next tip is celebrate the objection. I'm telling you this, I have gotten rejected or had objections out the It's crazy. Hey, how's it going?
Ew, don't talk to me.
Now, I could get really pissed and say, excuse me? Ew, why don't you want to talk to me? But you know me, I'll just get excited. So I say, hey, what's up? And then she's like,
ew, don't talk to me.
I'm gonna say, perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. So wait, so how long have you been here for? And then they're like,
wait a minute, didn't you get what I just said to you? Don't you understand that I just told you to back the F off? I don't like you.
As soon as we acknowledge their objection, we make it real. And once it becomes real, we lose. So when a customer is
like, I'm not interested. I want to think about it. I need to talk to my husband. I need to talk to my wife. I need to pray about it. And I've heard people say that. I need to pray about it.
I say this, perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. You know what? My boyfriend broke up with me. Perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. My girlfriend hates me. Perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. I banged my knee. Perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. My baby just pooped all over the place. Perfect. That's why I'm here. I have diarrhea. Perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. As much training as you have had to be able to overturn objections, these customers also know what's gonna chop you down and take you out of the game. So when they say they give me an objection, they want me to do this. Oh, okay, I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm gone. Instead, I turn it back on him and say, oh, perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. Where's your husband right now? Where's your wife? They let you shop by yourself? That's crazy. You see what happens there? Everything changes. The customer's like, well, I don't got anything else in the bag. I don't know what else to say. I don't have anything left in the bag. I got no more artillery. This guy overturned my objection. I just wanted him to lose his attitude, and he didn't. And then that keeps you in the game, right? And then that sets the new tone. And then you're able to ask them more questions. You have time to build a better relationship and avoid unnecessary objections later on.
Perfect.
There's 3 times that you might get an objection, okay? That's in the beginning with your introduction. Hey, how's it going?
Ew, bye, I don't want to talk to you.
That's one way, okay? The second time is in the bulk of the presentation, which really you shouldn't have. If you're having trouble getting objections in the presentation area, then there's something pretty wrong with what you're saying, maybe your structure, something. We'll go into that in another video. Or you're gonna get it at the very end when you say the closing statement. What works best for you, weekday or weekend? What time works for you, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m.? When should I pick you up? And then they say no at the end of your closing statement. The beginning and the end is really where you should be worrying about objections, not really in the middle, all right? So the reason why we get objections in the beginning is because they just want to blow you off. Those are called blow off objections. They just want to get rid of you real quick. Hey, how's it going?
Sorry, we don't have time.
So how do you handle blow-off objections? Guess how you do it? You give them a blow-off answer. Rod, that's rude. No, it doesn't have to be. Check it out. Hey, how's it going? Phil, you're gonna be my person, okay? You're gonna say you're gonna give an objection, okay? Hey, how's it going? Quick question for you.
Oh, man, I'm good, thanks.
Oh, perfect. I just need to know how many TVs do you have set up in your house?
I got like 2.
2 TVs. All right. So did he give him a blow-off objection? I just ignore it, right? You gotta call it, air it out. Acknowledge, ignore, resume. Hey, how's it going?
I don't care about what you have to sell here.
Perfect. I totally understand. So what is it that you're actually in the market for? The second part is when you get the objection at the end, right? And then you give them all the stuff. You give them the introduction, the short story, the presentation, and you come to the closing statement. So what works best for you, weekday or weekend, right? Or you can say, hey, so does this make sense? When should we get you set up? Today? Sometimes we get the objection at the end because that's their last line of defense. They rock and roll with you all the way in the beginning to the middle to the end, and this is when they're like,
I'm ramping up to get out of here. As soon as he's done talking, I'm out of here. As soon as she's done talking, I'm out of here.
so what do we need to do? Simple. We need to expect the objection. Let's not live life anymore thinking that we're not gonna get an objection. We gotta expect the objection. And usually you only gotta come to like 3 to 4 or 5 objections that people are just gonna circulate over and over again. Please expect it and get excited. Yes, I'm just like, all right, here we go. The objection is coming. I'm waiting for it. I'm give my intro, give my short story. Phil, I'm getting my cardio on right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Give my short story. I give them my closing statement. I'm like, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
They're like, I just want to think about it.
I totally understand. Of course you want to think about it. In my head, I've been waiting for you to say that. In my head, I knew you were going to say that, and this is what I got for you. It's coming. And then you overturn the objection, right? But first you got to have them understand that, hey, I heard you. I'm perfect. Of course you want to think about it, right? Now they know that I heard them. The second part of it is to overturn it, right? So by saying you want to think about it, that means you're at least interested, right? And I give them a little head nod. And what do? They give them the head nod back, okay? So try this out with someone. When you give them the head nod like this, they end up giving you the head nod back like this.
Perfect.
And then they're gonna be like, yeah, I am interested. Really, they're trying to get away from you. Then you gotta remind them, you gotta rehash, you gotta remind them of all the good things they're getting. The reason why they should be dealing with you in the first place. And after you remind them, we gotta sweeten the deal, right? Put a little cherry on top. So remember all those good things that you know you're gonna get with me? Guess what? We're gonna give you this one. Guess what? We're gonna give you a little bit faster internet speed. Guess what? We're gonna throw in those leather seats. Guess what? We're gonna give you that balcony on that apartment. Sweeten the deal.
And they're like, yeah, I like that.
And then after that, you have to reclose. You have to say the closing statement again, right? The reason why we have problems with objections is because we overturn them and wait for the customer to say this.
Yeah, I want to do it.
No, they're not gonna say anything. You have to reclose, right? So do you want to go with the HBO package or no HBO package? Do you want to go with the front yard or the backyard only? Well, that would be a weird house, but hey, like you gotta reclose. And then you have a higher chance of closing the customer. You have a higher chance of overturning those objections. You have to understand there's different steps to overturn the objection, but you'll never make it to the end if you don't keep your attitude at a high point. If you don't keep your energy at a high point. I'm gonna be real with you. I have gotten rejected so many damn times. So many damn times that I see it coming. But I've been rejected, and I've dealt with objections so many times. I've dealt with objections because of the people that I've hung out with. I've dealt with objections because of my skin color. I've dealt with objections because of my preference of flavors and ice cream. Like, I've dealt with everything. I've dealt with objections because of the type of shoes I wear. I wore red shoes, not white shoes. I had Nikes, not Adidas. Everyone has their own preference. Everyone has their own values. And I understand that if I am a static puzzle piece, if my shape is a square and someone else's is a circle, there's no way I'm going to be able to conform to that shape.
Perfect.
So the thing is, I love the way Bruce Lee says that you got to take the shape of water. Water takes the shape of everything possible. It adapts, it conforms to anything you put it in. So if you have the mentality to keep the shape of water, when you have a customer, you'll be able to fit that customer. You have a guy that likes emo music, boom, you'll be able to fit that. I'm not saying change who you are, but you have to be able to form similarities and something you have in common with that individual, at least for a little bit, for them to give you the time of day, or for them to at least not give you any more objections.
Perfect.
So, and another thing to close the deal, to make it even that much sweeter, to help overturn objections so you don't get reoccurring objections, because you might get 1 or 2, but we don't want to get 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, is to just make them feel comfortable. Understand that these people might have been burned by their best friend, their sister, their mother, their father, their boyfriend. Someone burned them. And then you come and you say something that reminds them, it triggers their memory, and they're like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? You remind me of my ex-husband. Now, granted, you are not their ex-husband. You're not their ex-wife. But you got to make them feel secure. You got to make them feel comfortable. As long as you can make that individual feel like they've known you for the last 5 years in a good way. If you can make them understand that you're not a fly-by-night salesperson. You make them feel that you're here to take care of them. And after you guys are done coming home from a long night at the club, and then you guys have the best Netflix and chill experience, that you're not going to just get up and leave. You're going to stay there and cuddle. You gotta be that individual. So once they have that security, they're gonna know that they can trust you because they like you. Most of the objections can be overturned by people just liking you. So let's just become more likable. Take all those tips, mash it up, throw it up in the air, throw it in the garbage can, throw it in the toilet, or you can use it and practice it. And understand, this stuff isn't gonna come overnight. It's gonna take time. You gotta face your fears and jump in the face of objections and just take it all in, because that's how you get better. That's how you get stronger. That's how you get more confident, through failure, perseverance, and the best attitude ever. That's how you get through those objections, and that's how you're gonna make it in sales in 2018. And I'm gonna catch you later in the next episode. And leave some comments down below. If there's something that you want to see, please let me know. Put it in the comments, and make sure to just smash that like button. Hulk, smash that like button, and then on that, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share, but let me know what I can do to help you become better, because by helping you become better, I become better. All right, take care.